Hey guys, the Butler Bulldogs played the St. Louis Billikens this past Friday night at home, and Butler was looking for some revenge after getting a butt stomping the last time they played St. Louis. That was on the road. They came in this game looking really sharp. First half they looked pretty darn good. Took a 34-29 lead in at halftime. They were hitting all their shots. They were playing some great defense. St. Louis was having trouble, shooting the ball. In the second half, as soon as the second half started, like St. Louis went on a major run. They came out with fire, and Butler was cold. And Butler shooting the ball in the second half wasn't as effective. They weren't hitting as many shots. St. Louis' defense really cranked it up. They were getting more rebounds in that second half than they did in the first half. A lot of offensive rebounds, a lot of penetrating into the lane. They get a lot of fouls on Butler, get some good shots. And St. Louis won the game 65-61. Butler couldn't make a comeback. They came close, and they just couldn't get it. Usually I'd be mad after a loss, but this one, St. Louis is a really good team. This team, we just found out earlier today, they're ranked, and I knew they were going to be. I mean, they beat the tar out of VCU earlier in the week last week. They beat the tar out of Butler in their home game against Butler, and then they go into Hinkle, not an easy place to play, and they beat Butler again. So that team's playing inspired basketball right now. They're wanting to, in memory of Rick Majerus, try to, do the best they can to go as far as they can in the NCAA this year, and I think they could. The way this season's going, anybody could win it all. And St. Louis definitely looks like a team that could go all the way with the suffocating defense that they have and the great players they've got in Dwayne Evans, Quamaine Mitchell, Jordair Jet. Those guys are dangerous, and it's not going to be easy for anybody that has to play them. Mike McCall Jr., he's another one. But anyway, stats on this game. Roosevelt Jones had 13 points on 3 of 8 shooting. Kyle Marshall 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting. Andrew Smith 9 points on 4 of 8 shooting. He was 0 of 2 behind the 3-point line. Rodney Clark 13 points on 5 of 11 shooting. He was 3 of 6 behind the 3-point line. 14 points for Kellen Dunham on 4 of 10 shooting. He was 2 of 7 behind the 3-point line. 2 points for Cameron Woods on 1 of 1 shooting. And 5 points for Chase DeGaulle on 1 of 2 shooting, and all those shots were from behind the 3-point line. Team stats: Butler shot 43.5% from the field. St. Louis shot 42.9%. Butler shot 33.3% from 3-point range. St. Louis shot 17.6%. Butler shot 57.7% from the free throw line. St. Louis shot 53.8%. But Butler had 39 total rebounds. St. Louis had 29. And turnover battle, Butler lost that one 14-4. They had 14 turnovers. St. Louis had 4, and that was the deciding factor. In the second half, the turnovers just started mounting up. Butler went like 3 or 4 straight possessions with the turnover. A lot of offensive fouls, a charge, stupid stuff like that should be avoided. St. Louis plays really smart. They've got a great coach. Shouldn't even be interim anymore. They've got Jim Cruz. He's doing a great job with the talent he has and being able to keep these guys playing at a high level. They're now first place in the Atlantic 10. We fall to 3rd. We're 22-6 overall, 9-4 in the Atlantic 10. We're now ranked 20th in the country. St. Louis is 21-5, 10-2 in the Atlantic 10, and they are ranked number 18 now. So Butler dropped to number 31 in the RPI, which is not that great. I'm not glad about that. They got to work their way back up. Tough game coming up on Saturday. They're at VCU. I think it's on one of the ESPN channels. I believe at 2 o'clock. So that's going to be a big game. Something we've definitely got to go in there and win. VCU's not a tough place to play, or is a tough place to play, but really have our work cut out for us, and defense is really going to have to step up, and we're going to have to be able to shoot the ball well and overcome the crowd noise, because I know they're going to be coming for us, so they need the win just as bad. Anyway, that's the recap. You guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.